Right, before, so everything's set up. I'll be right back, a couple of minutes, and then do the stream. Let's get going, I guess, for the stream. Huh? Are you booping and bopping? We can't see on the camera, it's just a flashing white screen. Oh well. So, get started.
I'm doing my job.
You're doing your job, that's great. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Very Loud Clubs of episode 52 of today's stream. The Tridians are assembled, the Fox is here, the Sunny is here. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. There you go. That's the Tridian greeting, I guess. We are starting and hopefully getting into 2.4 today. And hopefully at the end of the week we're entering Heavensward. But we still have to do the Crystal Tower series, which the Fox has done yesterday. And let's see where the story takes us today. So, as a quiet reminder, we have about 3 weeks of streaming ahead of us, and then the Hana takes a small little break. Because the Hana party will be done, and therefore I will need about a 2 weeks break after the Hana party. Because it's that brutal. So, we will destroy friendships, we will form new friendships, we will cry, I will lose money. It's gonna be good.
I'll eat Berliners.
Yeah, hopefully. Depends if the store has some. The Guardian of Eorzea. Let's get going. What? I'll try to get them. Now the matter of Ramu has, for the present, been put to rest. There is something I would like to show you, Isilif. Your boobies, that would be great. It is a letter of thanks signed by the leaders of the Eorzean Alliance. Ah, well. Acknowledging the Science's tireless service to the realm. It mentions in particular that the names of all the defeated primals, Ifrit, Titan Garuda, Good King Mughal-Muk, may his greatness forever be praised, Leviathan and Ramu. Needless to say, there is only one among our number who has faced them all. And though these words of gratitude were addressed to our order as a whole, I feel like that they were meant for you above all others. I too must offer my heartfelt thanks for all that you have done. In the course of all of your duties, you have never once failed to answer my call to arms. You're a true hero, Isilif, and Eorzea is much safer for your presence. Pray do not misunderstand me, I said safer, not safe. I know only too well that we can ill afford to lower our guard. The Ascians may be relied upon to sow chaos in this realm until such time as they are forced to stop. Why, even though the encouragement, you may be assured that the man would be foment strife on his own. And that is to say nothing of the beast tribes. Unless we learn to live in harmony, the primals too will return to plague us again and again and again. And yes, and that is actually something that you can do. You can do what's called the beast tribes, or now the allied societies. You can actually befriend the Amalja, the Sahagin, and the Ixali. However, there are dailies, and I'm particularly fond of doing dailies, which means to say I absolutely fucking hate dailies. I don't do them, so unfortunately I will never complete them because the dailies. And yet, despite all of this, your deeds serve to inspire the people, to give them hope for a better tomorrow. And there's no greater gift than Buddha. You're muted, Fox. We can't hear you.
I'm trying to work here.
There's no greater gift tomorrow than Buddha. Butter. That we have the courage to strive for what might be otherwise seem impossible. Peace we owe in no smart to the dangers you have faced on our behalf. The people you have won over to our cause in doing so. Our list of enemies has ever been long, but think of the allies with whom we are now blessed. of the sylphs of the Little Solace, who wish naught of conflict, of the Lamigans of the Domans who stand with us, determined to hold the dread march of the Empire. And then there are many unsung individuals who have gathered here in the Revenant's Toll, honest men and women who seek to employ skills for the good of all. Let's not count Lalafels, because they're not only half height of people, they're also half less human and double the demon, obviously. Of course, when speaking to our greatest allies, we must not forget those closest to us, which I mean our fellow Scions. Thanks to their many and varied talents, our order is uniquely equipped to combat the far-reaching corruption of the Ascians. And to combat it we shall. Your enthusiasm's truly heartwarming, antecedent. Given our embarrassing wealth of allies, I trust it will not inconvenience you too unduly if I absent myself for a time. Alfino, I take it troubles Ul'dah no longer to acquire your attention. Guys, remember, every time we see Alfino, just imagine a blue car coming in with 4 wheels and screaming and screeching with 200 kilometers per hour, and then the carbuncle being on the back seat going like, yeah! The carbuncle.
Hey. Today, I managed to park in the smallest parking space. It was literally like 3 centimeters wide, and I went, I'm gonna fit in there. My car is small now. And I did a perfect car park. I was very proud of myself.
I can just imagine like the carbuncle like hanging on by a few threads on the window, and like the windows.
About that.
Oh.
Today I put those sticky Velcro pads on its paws so it wouldn't keep falling over.
So you have glued it, velcroed it to the car so it doesn't move anymore.
Yes.
That's torture. That's carbuncle torture. You velcroed it to the car. There are yet some rumblings of discontent, but the air of simmering violence is largely dissipated. 'Tis to report that I stand before you now. That to speak with you concerning the new organization we discussed. I have a message for you from Elle. You recall the refugee girl? The one whose parents were missing? They were found unharmed. She wished to pass me on her thanks to you. Why, Alfino, am I to understand that you made the effort to remember the poor girl's name? I look forward reading all about her in your report. I do hope you left nothing out. Oh, what a cheeky bastard Minfilia can be. Isolith, you have been away from Revenant's Toll for some time now, I believe. I suggest that you put the affairs of the realm to one side. For the moment, I take this opportunity to re-acquaint yourself with the town. Which reminds me, one of the Doman children recently inquired as to your whereabouts. Yozan was his name. I believe he has some small matter he wishes to share with you. Why not oblige him with a visit? Yozan! Ozan's a child, so let's see how enthusiastic I can tell him to fuck off. Oh, no, we don't get an extra cutscene. So let's go outside.
Okay. Now I can play. Well, now I can watch.
You can watch. You have to do the movie cutscene. Look, it's Miss Isolith. She's back from her adventures. We heard that you were off fighting primals, and that they are some of the strongest enemies you could ever face. I wish I could have seen you in battle. Yeah, no. Anyway, we all want to be heroes too, so we finally formed our very own Doman Adventurers Guild to protect all of the Domans. Oh, do you think you can train us today, Miss Isolith? Maybe you could show us how you fought the primals. What's with all this commotion then? Oh, it's White Boulder. Mr. Boulder and Mrs. Coultonay, how could you know that Miss Isolith is back. Yes, so it would seem. Welcome on, Isolith. My companion and I but recently became full members of the Scions, and I believe proper introductions have yet to be made. I am known as the Hoary Boulder, and this bookish fellow is Coultenau, the friend of Orianger. Though we largely remain unproven as adventurers, we have taken it upon ourselves to instruct the Doman younglings in the arts of combat. I told you, Mr. Boulder, we are not younglings anymore. No, that would be Anakin's job to train younglings, right? We are adventurers, and we were just asking Miss Isolith if she should give us some special training. I believe we're ready to hunt monsters alongside her, don't you? Well, you certainly have been diligent with your drills, but I'm afraid the fiends of Mordona are still ever so slightly too dangerous for you. I have a counter-proposal. What if I were to cross swords with Isolith, a demonstration of skill at arms, if you will? Ori, if I didn't know you better, and I do, I'd say you were merely asking to see you test yourselves against the legend. Well, mayhaps I am. But matters the motive when the children stand to learn so much from a lesson. What say you, Isolith? Would you consent to spar with me? Obviously, I'm a warrior. I unga to bunga. Hooray! We have a tournament! Come on, everyone. We must prepare our gear for the loading. Do not try to disappoint them, Have faith, Coultenay. I shall summon every last ounce of my strength to make this a worthy contest. The fields to the east of town should prove suitable for our purpose. I very much look forward to our bout. Let's go out.
She better have cookies.
We can't spoil anything, Fox. It still takes me about a few days to get there.
What? I just said they better have cookies.
For the combat ahead. That's for sure. Oh. And there's our single dungeon, so let's go in and have a little smashy smash. 'Twas good of you to agree to this, Isolith. I trust you are ready to begin. Alrighty. Very well. Let us not keep the younglings waiting any longer. Hori, you certain to wish to fight her alone? It is Isolith that you face. What better way to test my mettle? Pray allow me to attempt the first round unaided. After all, it was the hero's legend that led me to join the Scions to begin with. Without Isolith to inspire my efforts, I would not be half the warrior I am today. Well, technically you're a paladin, not a warrior. Your point is well made, but remember, this is for the children's sake as well as your own. Should it appear that the contest will end too swiftly, I shall add my spells to your blade work. Hello? Haven't begun yet, have you? Oh, Hello, Miss Ida. Ida! Who the hell are these people? When I heard about your sparring match, I told everyone I could find. So you could use a crowd to cheer you on. Ooh, the pressure is on. Yes, and there are still more to come. When I mentioned Isolith's name, the reaction was quite enthusiastic. Why, my own popularity seems but a sickly shade in comparison. You best claim victory, bringer of light. Your burgeoning reputation is at stake. Well, our teacher won't be beaten so easily. He's a master swordsman. You can win, Mr. Boulder. We shall soon see. On your guard. At least he got a cheeky smile. Let's get going, Mr. Hoary Boulder. Oh, you're gonna die in seconds. I'm sorry. Well, this is not particularly difficult. I could counterspell the enemy, but the item level is too strong. Too strong. Somebody else wants to help you? Well, Cortinaeus has disappeared, okay. Who are you? Who are you? What kind of armor are you wearing? That actually looks quite cool. Okay. Stop, Hori. Oh, that was easy. You've bested me. I yield. That was incredible! She beat them both at the same time! We knew you couldn't lose, XIV. None can defeat the Guardian of Eorzea. Oh, well. Man, what's this armor? This actually looks quite cool. Actually looks quite dope. Now I see why they sent you to deal with the primals. I have much work to do if I ever attempt the same. Also, the character was quite pretty. Impressive as always, XIV. It is ever a pleasure to witness a spectacle of your martial prowess. And judging by the smiles of the many faces too, they appreciate the hard-won strength that keeps the perils of the realm at bay. Guardian of Eorzea. Yes, that is a most fitting title. You recall when we first met? It was the memorial service for the Battle of Cartano. Technically not true. We saw them at the character creation when they were at the ship, so Blue and Red Alf, you know, so technically they were on the ship, so we technically met there. And they walked in the background when we did the tutorial quest in the inn. We saw them walking in the background as well. At the time I was yet attempting to understand this land of Eorzea. I sought to grasp the reason why grandfather willingly sacrificed himself to protect it. I shall speak plainly, my initial impressions were less than favorable. Dire problems abounded, yet the effort I saw expended towards the solution was haphazard and half-hearted. I thought Eorzeans was a foolish and childish people. Considering the shambles their home was in, I would not have been surprised if some had chosen to swear allegiance to Gaius and the order proposed to enforce. Legatus' single-minded military invasion precluded any such switching of loyalties, of course. Were it not for a desire to continue grandfather's legacy, I would have abandoned the realm to its fate long ago. Threats were too many and the nations too self-involved and unstable. It was you who convinced me of the salvation of Eorzea was possible. It was you who taught me throughout countless acts of bravery that what my grandsire sought to preserve was not the land, nor its history, nor any single nation. It was the people, these wonderful, oft infuriating, stubborn people, that suffer a blow after terrible blow, only to drag themselves back to their feet, face another day. Though he never put such feelings into words, I believe grandfather's admiration for the inextinguishable courage grew into fervent wish. I wish to aid Eorzea and its inhabitants in chanting a course for the future. A wish that has now become my own. I too will endeavor to take up the mantle of the Guardian of Eorzea. and champion these people who toil towards a better world. Our cause, however, is not a simple one. The troubles that plague us are of a scale that cannot be solved by the scions of the Seventh Dawn alone. No, what is needed to tackle the root of the primal threat and effectively counter the schemes of the Ascians is a new expanded organization that operates beyond the limits of nations and borders. If you would aid me in building such an organization, then pray let us continue this discussion back within the walls of the Rising Stones. Back to the Rising Stones we go. There's a lot of things happening currently on the Foxa screen to my right, so I am stealing some views from there sometimes. And, well, a lot is happening on the Foxa screen. We will see that too at some point, but a lot is happening. Thanks for coming, Izalith. The world shifts and alters, and we, my friend, must ever be one step ahead of the chaos. What I propose is the formation of a new organization, a group that shall pave the way to truly unite Eorzea. Recruiting the realm. Pray forgive me if I tread over old ground, but I would first speak of the grand plan. Since the advent of the 7th astral area, the leaders of the three nations have been deliberating over an accord that seeks to bring the disparate forces of Eorzea together into a single entity. A realm-wide grand company, if you will. The military of such an institution would draw from every corner of the land and direct it against threats no single nation could hope to overcome alone. Yet while the purpose of this hypothetical organization is undisputed, the logistics and its formation has become a source of endless debate. And the longer these discussions continue, the more I sense impetus towards unification draining away. Thus I have been campaigning for the creation of what might be considered a trial company. It would be a much smaller scale than we had hoped to eventually achieve, but capable of such manner of unrestricted operation accorded scions. It is my hope that the successful utilization of such a force will lend momentum to the lagging deliberations. Also, being primarily a military outfit, I mean to assuage fears of the misuse by placing the fledgling organization under the authority of the antecedent. Scions work tirelessly to protect Eorzea and its people. But as you yourself has witnessed with the refugee revolt, there are limitations of what we even can achieve. With this new company under Scion's command, however, we will be capable of responding to a wider range of difficulties without straining our resources or overtaxing our formidable talents. The goal of my proposed organization and those of the Scions are ultimately identical, point conceded by all concerned. But before I can move forward with establishing this precursor to the true border-spanning Grand Company, it is yet necessary that I visit the three leaders and gain their approval. A tiresome and time-consuming task, which is why I would like you to accompany me on the journey and attend to the business of recruiting our inaugural members while I am otherwise engaged with the bureaucratic formalities. Thank you. It is reassuring indeed to know that the Bringer of Light and her discerning eye will be selecting our future allies. Our first destination will be Limsa-Lobimsa. Let us rendezvous at the Bulwark Hall. Let's teleport there. The Fox is having a very, very interesting cutscene. It is the big cutscene at the end of Realm Reborn. So, Fox, how is the current situation of the cutscene? Is it interesting? Is it as expected? Is it unexpected?
I didn't get cookies.
You didn't get cookies. Oh well. Let's continue. Ah, there you are. I'm ready to ascend to the bridge and speak with Admiral Blufsiswin. While the Admiral and I are finalizing permission boundaries and signing parchments, I would have you begin a recruitment process in the earnest. I have, of course, endeavored to spread the word of our organization through the various channels, but I believe a personal approach will reach many who may otherwise remain ignorant of the opportunity. As for potential members, 'tis of no matter should they already be pledged to another institution, only that they are willing to lend their strength when the situation demands it. And you needn't range to the countryside. The upper decks are alone populated with sufficient candidates to suit our purpose. Once you are satisfied with your recruiting efforts, meet me at the airship ticket counter, and we might prepare for the next leg of our journey. Okay, speak with 5 potentials on the upper decks. So upper decks we go. And we have... Yes?
Can I just say, without spoiling anything,
Please.
I never liked this person. I knew it. I never liked them.
It's a Lalafell, so that's what we can say, and you would be right to do so. Never trust a Lalafell. That has been the last name's episode, okay? So one should be here. There he is. An organization with the freedom to operate within territorial impunity. I must say, your proposal intrigues me, but the Kraken's well known that there is a time to act and a time to watch. And I'm afraid this trial company of yours falls under the latter company. Okay. Since Fox is looking at the super duper cutscene at the end of A Realm Reborn, the time is about 60 minutes, so we will dedicate an entire episode to this sequence, because boy is there a lot to do. Master Alphinaud's new organization. Yes, I heard the formation of his trial company was in the offing. This with regret, however, I must decline your invitation. As commander of the Yellow Jackets, protection of Limsa Lobimsa must needs receive my full attention. Reiner is not helping us. What a shame. Fox is probably very disappointed that Reiner isn't helping us.
Where is he? That's a good point.
Down in the missing member. Okay.
What a little git.
You can probably comment on the cutscene when we are watching it, so... Because you can't share your thoughts right now, because it would be massive spoilery. But you can share your thoughts when we reach it. Who in the bloody else took you thinking you're talking to Drylander? I'm a pirate, not some sodden knight shining plate. You're looking for a self-righteous fop, try knocking on the dandy Caravalavian's door. Oh well. Just saying that the Fox's cutscene will be very interesting when my character is in that cutscene. And my character is literally like double the weight of your character and like 3 heads taller. And to see my character in that cutscene would be very, very interesting. That would be something else. Physics don't exist in this case, probably. A precursor to the United Eorzean Company? Well, I do admire the scope of your ambition. My responsibilities here as Naldig and Vimelis keep me close to the forge. I have not the time to traipsing hither and yon across the realm. Should you require my skills in armor, however, I will be willing to accept on some special conditions. Okay, so far absolutely no one is helping us. which is to be expected. He's trying to do a child's fantasy, I would even call it, to unite all three grand companies into the helm of under the antecedent, which lends to abuse. It's a single person with power, so it's the idea's good. Yes.
Is it land spoil?
Land spoil. If you guys, if you know who land spoil is, no googling, you know who land spoil is, and if you know the cutscenes of land spoil, then Sunny, me, and you, we can be a very, very good, very good friends. If you know land spoil, aye. Well, if it ain't Isolef, I did not forget a venturer brave enough or daft enough to seek the shortcut into Titan's bedchamber. You remember old Ryle, eh? Formerly of the Company of Heroes, 3 whistles at the Bronze Lake, aye. And offering dragged me ours out to Limsa for a drink, but I'm right glad I did. How fare ye these days? You looking to put together a new crew? Top tier work? Ha! Sounds right, the right lock it does. Alright, lass, count me in. The heroes gone may their separate ways, but I ain't ready to climb into me grave just yet. Hey, we got at least one supporter. Very cool. Alrighty. So we have to head down to the ticket counter. So easiest way to would be just teleport again to Limsa. Now let's go to the lift. Then head down to the ticket counter. Curious why there is no quest icon, but we know it. So airship landing. Go. Right. Alfie can't take the Ethernet. Can he? Does he have to take public transportation? What a loser. Isolef, your recruiting went well, I trust. I'm curious as to how my proposal was received by the rough and ready folk of Limsa Limsa. Ah! A member of the legendary Company of Heroes indicated his interest. Astonishing. I knew enlisting your aid was the right choice. You could boast the acquaintance of such an elusive character. I too was successful in my task. The Admiral consented to sign all documents requiring her approval. I can only hope that my visit with the Elder Seatseer proceeds as smoothly. Pray continue to Gridania at your own pace. I shall wait your arrival at Nofika's altar. Okay, so speak with Nofika. So let's go to Gritze. To Gritze, then we go Ethernet, Gritze Conjurer's Guild. There he is. My audience with the LCC is due to commence momentarily. I would be grateful if you would once more see to the task of recruitment here in Gridania. After you deem the well-potential candidates has run dry, let us rendezvous with the air-shaped ticket counter as before. Alrighty, 4 more people to Quiggity. Very much like to comment on the Fox's cutscene, but I can't.
I have a problem.
Okay. Which of the many?
The thing you were talking about with Sammy a minute ago, I don't know what you were talking about. Which means I can't be friends.
It's unfortunate, but you have to at some point be revealed to Lance Boyle. Because there is also a woman in the cutscene, and you will find her hilarious.
I have no idea what you mean.
Yes, which is amazing. At some point, we're gonna do the video game, If you haven't commented by now, we're gonna say it now. It's called Mega Race and Mega Race 2. So Mega Race 1 and 2. And Mega Race employed something I'm a big fan of. Cutscenes with real actors in it. So video game cutscenes and real actors in it. And there is a man and a woman. They're basically race commentators. And they're acting...
You showed me that before.
Yes! Yes, that's Lance Boyle.
Oh, then I do know it, so we can be friends.
Yes! But you haven't seen all of the cutscenes, which are hilarious. And, honestly, it would be fun to, like, redo those cutscenes with us, like, on the green screen and such. That would be so funny. Because it's pure trash. That's what it is. It's pure trash. But it's so funny. It's so bad it is funny. Oh gods, can it truly be you? What a fickle fortune must the first face I see upon my release be yours. Oh, it's Laurentius. Oh. Huh? Could it be that you don't remember me? It is I, Laurentius, the man whose crimes you've exposed. Yes! I was Whaler and a regular patron at Buscarons. I do remember. Yes, of course you do. Was beginning to wonder if Gaol had changed me more than I realized. Now that I have any particular wish to be recognized after my shameful conduct. No, I do remember you, Laurentius. The less I said of my past, the better, I suppose. And what of you, adventurer? What business brings you to this part of Gridania? Recruiting, eh? And what is your policy on reformed convicts? Well, we got prison architect. We got a prison for Supermax if you mess up. So, as matters stand, the Wood Whalers will have not more to do with me. This may be just the second chance I was looking for. Revenants told you, say? I shall leave at once. I shall not regret this. I promise you, I'm a changed man. I believe you, actually. I think you're a good guy, just bad circumstances. Really? I can't jump over there? Really? Oh my god, I can't jump over there. Let's go to the Up Kalu Falls. Is that... No, that's not Ishtola's sister, right? That's not Ishtola's sister. Is it Ishtola's sister? No, it's not. That's Ishtola's sister. Ymithra. Grandfather, you must call it a day. Let us return to the guild and rest your tormented back. It gives you up and for no good. I'm terribly sorry. We were just... Oh, Isoliv, isn't it? It has been some time since our path crossed at the Copperbell Mines. Why, you were barely more than a novice adventurer then. But look at how far you've come. Mother Miyun tells me it was you who felled the fearsome black wolf, which is Gaius. And now you seek stout-hearted soul to fill the ranks of a new order. Well, your cause is undoubtedly just. My old companion here would be much relieved to see me in good hands. Yes, I'll do it. 2 already. This is the very thing I've spent my entire adventuring career working towards. I shall join you company as soon as I can see Isildure safely home. The fox's face is amazing. Fox's face is amazing. You can't see her camera, but the face is amazing. I think someone's quite shocked at the cutscene. From 1 to 10, how shocked are you?
12.
There you go. That's what this game does. Let's continue. You would offer this old man a place in your company of champions. I am both puzzled and honored by your invitation. That's the Hauke Manor guy. Pray forgive me, young mistress, but I cannot accept. I have sworn to abide here for whatever scant years to remain me, and bear responsibilities for the evil that my lady has wrought upon the land. The fox is proper shocked, I can see it. The face of disbelief. Let's continue. Tis not often a guild officer such as myself gets recruited. This company of yours certainly sounds to have some promise, but its duties appear less than focused. I must refuse your invitation until such time as your organization is more organized. Alrighty. For ship landing we go, so Mother Mune, we will visit you. Redania's Aetheroid Plaza.
He redacted his redacted off.
I'm Yoon. So, I think the fox probably has quite a lot to comment on once we reach the cutscene. I feel there are some words that you want to say, but you can't currently. What's news, XIV? For my part, the Elder Seedseer was most amenable to our requirements. A former wood whaler and a seasoned adventurer, our company will not lack for variety, that much is certain. An interesting harvest indeed. We shall strike into old air whilst the iron is hot. Let us meet at the Royal Promenade and endeavor to conclude our remaining business. Our journey draws to a close. Oh, there's a lot going on. Oh my god. So let's go to the promenade. I'm confused on the right side. I am so distracted. Although the Gilded City, where one's fortune defines one's worth, I hope some manner of fortune is with us and the final leg proves it as successful as the previous two. But I suggest descending into the lower level before beginning your recruitment offers. I do not think the Sultana will take kindly to us approaching here from her personal guard. Let us meet here at the promenade when our respective tasks are complete. Good luck hunting XIV. Alrighty. Steps of Tal. So down we go. Let's go this side first. Wait, you're the lady who came us to Little Alamigo looking for that masked devil. Who knows what might have happened if you hadn't? I'd probably be dead, and a whole lot more of my friends besides. We were such fools. Anyway, that disaster really got me thinking about our homeland and about the outsider who saved us from ourselves. I realized how easily I'd be manipulated and vowed to make myself more than a worldly man. So here I am, new company of champions, and you say it will take me to all corners of the realm? That sounds exactly like the opportunity I need. And don't worry, I'm not the same stripling that you met in Little Alamigo. I prepared myself to fight evil that I know now is out there. Oh, that's number one. Next one we shall meet down in the Blue Mage area, actually. Where the Miners Guild is also where the Blue Mage is, if you wish to unlock the Blue Mage at some point. Which is a very, very cool system. Oh, what happy coincidence. Do you remember me perchance? Actually, no. I am Urson, Church of Saint... Okay, of Saint Adama Landama. Thank you again for your timely rescue, and I must also thank you for preventing that fraudulent priest from preying on dry bones less fortunate. A most upsetting business. Are you here with your companion? Thankred, wasn't it? 'Tis new companions you seek then. Your proposed organization sounds a powerful force to be good. But my place is at the church with the children. Nevertheless, I wish you well for this undertaking. Alrighty, the rest we can probably walk. No, we have to go to the Weaver's Guild and ask the master. Serendipity was the alchemist. right? Oh, it's not even the master. Okay. I'm sorry, you wish to recruit me? Is some old-fashioned, new-fashioned manner of proposing to a lady? Well, I'm afraid you're wasting your time. This lady's already spoken for. Good day to you, miss. Okay, I guess. I have a boyfriend. That's what she said. You want to invite me into a grand company? I have a boyfriend. So shush with you. That's basically what she said. Hey, Lunderbird. Hey, it surprised me what rumors drift down to the Pearl Lane. I know of this glorious new company of yours and just how far I'd go avoid getting involved with it. Whispers on the street say your organization is funded by corrupt coin, by syndicate money. You think you're recruiting for just a cause, then you're just a bigger fool than I took you for. Well, fuck you too, I guess. And we have a vendor. Company that looks to cure the ills of the realm's entire. Listen, friend, I can scarce bear the complaints of the next stall over there, let alone the conundrums of the neighboring nation. So, why is your quest red? Gone to peace. Oh, the synthesis he teaches you. I see. A very, very, very good thing, the synthesis. Let's speak to Alfie. Oh, a cute scene. How fare you, Isolith? What hidden gems did the streets of Ulda offer up in your unrelenting gaze? Single Alamegan youth? Well, you've certainly given us an admirable start, even if our ranks are yet somewhat thin. In these troubled years following the calamity, talk of Eorzea's salvation must be seem akin to grasping at clouds. But there are those who have risen to the challenge nonetheless, and the hope that inspires these people was born in no small part to the victories you have yourself won. Thank you, Isolith. I will not squander the precious gift you have placed under my keeping. These recruits will become the foundation of a new beginning. And yes, we are free to begin. As soon as you have no doubt surmised, the Sultana also graced my trial company with her blessings. Our first wave of recruitments is over, the documents signed, and the finances secure. There's naught to prevent me from taking the next step. You're concerned by the syndicate's involvement, as was I. Thus was the origin of every coin of their contribution carefully scrutinized and recorded. This organization will not be built on corruption. Naturally, I would prefer not to rely upon outside sources at all, but even my family's substantial coffers could not sustain a venture of this magnitude. And as for the rumors and doubting surrounding this enterprise, well, such things shall plague us until the company has had a chance to prove its worth. It will not be an easy process, but we will earn people's trust and success at a time. Speaking of time, we should waste no more of it. Let us return to the Rising Stones and lay the first stone of our united Eorzea. And we have a cute scene, so we're already also on time because almost an hour has already passed. So we need to switch to the next episode. Oh, there's Nanamo with her teapot pans.
Lauban, アルフィノの動き、あれをどう思う？
グランドカンパニーエオルゼアに向けた第一歩として先行統一組織を設立するという話ですか？アルテマウェポンという共通の敵を前にまとまりかけていた統一グランドカンパニーの話も遅々として進んでおりませんからな。様々な問題を抱える現状を考慮すればアルフィノ殿が先導し再びきっかけを作ったことは
Good point.
表で協力を歌いながら裏では争いを続けている。どこの国もウルダ派と同じか。ラウバーン、わらわはあの組織をあまりよく思っておらんのじゃ。あれには各国のグランドカンパニーの精鋭たちも参加し、武力に特化した組織となっておろう。暁の管理下とはいえ危険ではなかろうか。
That's exactly what I said earlier, that we have incredible firepower, but it's under one person.
それにな、
So,
あの組織の設立にサカツ州から資金提供があったことが気がかりなのじゃ。いつ奴らの私兵となるやもしれん。
しかしながら七モ様、我らは暁に蛮神問題を肩代わりさせてきました。戦力増強を求める彼らの声を無視することもできますまい。加えて資金提供はサカツ州のみにあらず、九段のサカツ州からの資金もロロリトラを通していないきれいな金です。それにあの冒険者がいる暁なのです。間違った方向に走ることはないでしょう。
そう、あの者たちならばな。しかし人は移ろいゆくもの。その気はなくとも時の流れは人の意志すら動かすのじゃ。荒野に舞う砂塵のようにな。テレジアデレジの件、
いろいろと手は尽くしましたが、今のこのウルダ派に奴を捕まえねばならぬ法がございません。無理に捕らえればそれこそ奴の思うツボ。これでは。
奴がしでかしたことは明確なのに捕まえることもできるのか。
because Teledeji is very, very smart.
何が国家か、何が王家か。わらわはなぜこうも無力なのじゃ。
Who is the crying?
七モ様。
The fox is extremely shocked right now.
I know it doesn't happen.
You don't know that yet. You can't have Mary Poppins knowledge. Your current knowledge is you don't know. You don't know. However, I do know that we are at the end of this episode. We're already over time, I think. Thank you very much for watching. This has been episode 52 of Realm Reborn. Basically, Final Hanantasy 14. Let's speak to Alfinor at the Rising Stones in 53. We will be right back because a lot of things are happening today on my screen, on the Fox's screen. There is a lot of things happening. Fox, since you're shocked, what is the last words of this episode without spoiling anything?
Without spoiling anything, in this one scene, it has proved that someone is as playboy as I originally thought he was.
Well, there can only be one about that, right? So guys, comment down below who it might be. Until next episode, bye bye.
But
how's the movie, Fox?
yeah, but I know they don't die because I've seen them helping you in teams.
But you don't know that yet.
Yeah, but I've seen it on your side. Otherwise, I would have been
Yes.
even more shocked.
Yes, right, but you are technically using Mary Poppins knowledge. You're using knowledge that you're not supposed to have yet.
Oh, okay. But I
Um,
haven't seen the first two again yet. So
Yeah.
the first two I don't know.
Yes, Mary Poppins knowledge means you're using information that you shouldn't have. That's what it means. So you know everything without knowing it, basically. That's Mary Poppins knowledge.
I'm still shocked about it, even though I kind of know.
Well, it's the end of A Realm Reborn, right? It's a huge banger. So, alrighty, let's go for the next episode, or no, I'm gonna take a short toilet break because I've drunk a lot.
Hey, hang on, Minfilia as well. But oh, great.
Going, I guess. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, episode 53 of the Return to the Rising Stones. But Fox, tell us, you're still watching the cutscene. How shocked are you now on a scale from 1 to 10? You said 12 earlier. Exactly. So, guys, let's continue. Let's return to the Rising Stones. Alrighty. Still. And I told the Fox that coming towards Havensward, the story really picks up. So, Fox, is the story picking up going towards Havensward? Is it picking up in speed and intensity?
Well, yes. I mean, it's not more intense than the other intense scenes that there have been until now. They were pretty intense as well, but now it's just like all accumulated. This is because it's all in one.
Yes. There's a bunch of stuff happening. We will see that in about 7 to 8 episodes, maybe 9, because we do hourly episodes, right? So around 9 episodes, we're gonna see what Fox is seeing currently. But let's continue until we reach the Fox. that is not a journey I wish to soon repeat, but I cannot pause the rest. The culmination of all our efforts is at hand. I must see to the preparation of the inaugural ceremony. Thank you for allowing me to monopolize your services, Izalith. I am certain the antecedent will relieve to see you free for other duties. Alrighty. Heretical harassment. Greetings, Izalith. Alphino tells me all is in place to begin his trial company. The Scions shall certainly be grateful to have the support of such an organization. The inaugural ceremony is set to take place here at the Rising Stones. Demon is cooperating with Alphino to see all in its readiness, so I'm afraid the recruits themselves will have been left on their own devices for the time being. Quite a number of new faces have arrived at the Revenant's Toll of late, and I wonder if Slavborn might not find himself overwhelmed. Would you speak with him and see if there's aught he requires? Off to Slaviborn. I'm lazy, so I'm just gonna teleport out. That saves us 2 black screens. Go. Oh, has the guy in front revealed his name? Fox? No?
Yeah.
Oh, then I can't talk about him. Okay. Because I know the guy. What can I do for you, Izalith? I thought you'd have your hands full helping out with the new arms for the Scions. I barely knows your recruits arrived. 'Twas barely a trickle compared to the flood of treasure hunters we've passed through here every day. I'll appreciate you offer your aid. 'Tis more but your burden that concerns me. I'm told this trial company will answer directly to the antecedent, so I trust that means less work for you in the long run. I've won the shipment! We couldn't! God's woman, what befell? We're bringing a shipment to Revenant's Toll, provisions earmarked for the frontier effort. But as we sought to cross into Mordona, we were set upon by brigands. I believe they have been heretics. There were many, too many. We only escaped by our lives and abandoning the supplies. Please forgive us. There is naught to forgive. Provisions can be replaced, but smart soldiers are hard to find. Take your rest and I'll have someone along to tend those wounds. Oh, yep, he's revealing himself now. Okay.
But he's a hobbit.
Yes, but do you notice something about this P person? We're starting with a P. You notice something about him? Look to his shoulder blade. Look to his shoulder blade. He's wearing a shoulder blade on one shoulder, on the left shoulder. Do you remember another person who has a shoulder blade on the left shoulder? The person that starts with an R.
Yes, the person who's not very happy right now.
Yep, but that's his son. Do you see the reference now?
But
Yep.
on the mother.
Well, that's not... I can't say about that. What to do? If heretics are involved, then it's like to be more than a case of simple thievery. Ishgard needs to be informed. Whence did the supplies originate? Aus Fortums! The Fortums! We collected provision from Camp Dragonhead proper. Does that mean we get to our boy Horsefront? Understood, I shall see that they are apprised of this development. Izalith, were you not on good terms with the Knight of House Fortums? I will be sending a missive immediately, but of course I would also have you travel there and offer your considerable talents. Yes, I realize I contradicted my earlier hopes, lighten your load, but I need someone who can help bring this incident to a satisfactory conclusion. At some point we're gonna play more Satisfactory. Our favorable relations with Ishgards are far too important to risk half matters. Thank you for your understanding. I am a certain Lord Horsefront. Hey, our boy will be glad of your assistance.
Okay, I just saw a piece that makes sense.
Okay.
It's not blood It's adoption.
Hey! You were quite shocked earlier, though. Understandably so, but it is the adoption word, yes. It was still funny to see the gears working in the head. Alrighty. Lord Horsefriend, there he is. Well, if it is my true fine friend Isa Lufthansa, why would you care for a plate of roast cackerel? Some mulled wine? No? I see, you have not come into my hall merely to escape biting cold, and I was, in fact, on the verge of opening an urgent missive from Revenant Toll, and I suspect the timing of your arrival is no coincidence.
Naruhodo. 開拓団の件で訪ねてきたのだな。皆まで言うな。それだけ分かれば十分だ。開拓団。実に肉躍るたくましい響きではないか。しかもお前が参加しているとはあらば、なおのこと。いい。モードナに一大拠点が築かれれば、彼女の帝国軍もクルザスへ介入しづらくなるだろう。加えて、お前には個人的な恩もある。これに協力しない道理はないと、本家に掛け合って支援物資を手配したのだがな。よりにもよって、異端者に奪取されるとは。実は最近、クルザスを根城とする異端者が組織化され、いささか手を焼いているのだ。
Has been a while since we've done a dungeon.
異端者の頭目は氷の巫女と呼ばれる女。
Ah, I see.
我々も調査を続けているが、本名すら暴けていない。異端者たちはその氷の巫女を聖女のように敬い、死も厭わずに行動しているようでな。奴らによる組織的な犯行が増えつつあるのだ。今のところこのキャンプへの実害は少ないが、ここより西方ではたびたび奴らが目撃されているらしい。ホワイトブリム全焼地ならば情報がつかめるかもしれんぞ。行ってみるか。そうかそうか。支援物資の件はいかんだが、季節してお前の汗が再びこの雪原にきらめく日が来たようだな。
True fangirl.
お前は以前よりも強靭になった。そしてうなずき一つから溢れるその揺るぎなき自信。いいぞ、ますます活躍から目が離せん。
He's truly fangirling so hard.
何か分かったらぜひ私にも知らせてくれ。この辺りは一段と冷えるからな。暖かいとこを用意して待っているぞ。
Alrighty. Quest accepted, so let's speak with Drillamon. It's been a while since we were at Drillamon's place, so let's get going. Oh. Guys, if you like the series and you like the bickering between me and the other two Tridiots, leave a like and a comment down in the comment section below. Algorithm needs you. And you're muted, Fox. You said something.
No, I didn't say anything.
Okay. So, Fox, what's the sentiment currently? What's the situation?
It was 51 minutes.
Well,
with all the pauses and the shocked moments, and so, yeah.
it's a movie cutscene, that's what it is. Azalif, is there aught you would ask of me? Pray speak plainly, I'm a man of action and need no honeyed words. On the trail of a band of thieving heretics, you say. But a fury. But if you do seem to be destined to cross paths with those villains, I must confess then, this is a sad truth that the wilds hereabouts have indeed grown thick in their numbers. And they strike swiftly, and I unfortunately clicked into the cutscene. This is not merely a newfound organization that confounds us, the heretics seem themselves somehow changed. I know not what manner of influence this ice heart wields, but the men we face, seemingly utterly lost in the grip of righteous favor, is an unsettling and unnatural zeal. Mayhaps you would care to question one of the recent victims. As fate would have it, your arrival came moment after a traitor was waylaid on the road. A patrol found the unfortunate fellow lying senseless in the snow and carried him into an infirmary. Assuming that he has regained the use of his faculties, the merchant might recall some small detail and could aid you in your task. Alrighty, Drillimonti, so let's go down from A to B to C to A to B to A to B to A to B to C to A to B. Alrighty. Alrighty, so he might be upstairs because he's in the infirmary. There he is. Tell you what happened? Yes, why of course. I'm quite recovered enough for that. Anything I could help to catch those cowardly blackhearts. I was traveling my usual route to the White Brim front when a sudden blow sent me reeling. The next thing I knew, I was on the ground and several heretics were rifling through my cargo. Arms, armor, crystals. They were taking everything. 'Twas then and one of them noticed my bleary graze and stalked over to better acquaint my head with his mace. Ooh. Before darkness claimed me, however, I distinctly heard the words, "Return to Snowcloak." I dare say that is where we were hauling the goods, but you will not catch me rushing off in pursuit. They tell me 'twas a miracle I survived and all, and I will not trust my thick skull to save me a second time. Alrighty, Snowcloak, that it will be our next Dungione, just very plainly visible here. And if the fox is out of the cutscene, she may want to join us at the Snowcloak. Or do you want to continue your story, obviously, because you're very much invested into it?
I can join you if you like.
Obviously. The Tridiads always welcome the Tridiads into their midst. So...
How do the Tridiads welcome the Tridiads into the midst? Because if the Tridiads are already the Tridiads, they can't...
Well, a Tridiad never says no to another Tridiad. That's the whole point of a Tridiad.
That's better. A Tridiad never says no to another Tridiad.
Yes. Because
not that the Tridiads welcome the Tridiads.
Yeah, well, that's why we
English,
welcome
man.
our...
You're British. You should be able to speak English
I am
better.
British. Yes, I am British. And I'm... what was the... I'm a sexy gamer. We heard that one. A scammer was trying to marry me. That was another one. The Pokemon series, guys. Pokemon Rejuvenation is an entire series on the channel. And... well, just watch it. About halfway, we introduced Saripot into the stream, which blocks 90% of them. But before that, we had no scammer protection on the stream. And boy, we had many of them. And we had many funny ones of them as well. So look to the Pokemon Rejuvenation series. It is so funny. Ah! Draw your weapon, foul! Wait. I recognize you, adventurer. You're coming to seek heretics. And then we share a common purpose. We were on patrol when we chanced across our raiding parties and pursued them here. By rights, we should have them cornered in this ravine, yet they are gone, vanished like icy wraith. A cute scene! Oh, who's that?
Oh gosh, you're already there?
Yep. While skipping absolutely nothing, of course. You glimpsed the woman on the top of the cliff. Could be it Iceheart herself come to sneer at our folly? To where did you disappear? The heretics must have discovered a passage through the frozen walls, some hidden tunnel that escaped our notice. We have not the men to risk further investigation. It would be best if we were to return to White Beam Front and lay our suspicions before Drillamont. From A to B to C to A to B to A to B. And back we go. The fox is speaking with our goodest boy, our bestest fangirl. Back to Drillamon we go. This is one of the aspects why I don't really like flying mounts. We just have a hovering bear here in the middle of the screen.
Is it a bear or a rhino?
That's a
Looks
bear.
more like a rhino.
It's one of the bear mounts that I believe you get as a tank, because as a tank you get a exclusive mount for doing duties.
Truly unbearable.
You have used that one way too many times. No.
It's
No.
valid.
Isolif, it appears I owe you my thanks once again. The surviving knights spared no detail in their report. The men you found near Snowcloak were some of my finest, that they should be bested so handedly. I fear I have woefully underestimated the threat these heretics pose. While I understand that you might balk at the notion, I must ask you to put down aside your mission and consider the stolen provisions lost to us for now. It would be ill-advised to blunder unprepared into what may very well be the lair of our enemy. Pray return to the Dragon and inform Lord Horsefront of your discoveries. He will wish to plan contingencies on his own. As for Iceheart and the Fanatics, the freezing heights of Snowcloak will not shield them for our justice for long. Alrighty, we are lazy though, so we're teleporting to Coerthoth. So... And the fox is about to do a single player duty that used to be an 8-man duty, and I think it is a shame that it has been removed from the 8-player duty list, and it is now a single player duty list. It is a duty that brings you towards Havenswood, and it is a real shame that it is now a single player duty.
I think someone's falling into depression.
That is possible.
ああ、いいところに戻ってくれた。ちょうどお前の戦いぶりに思いを馳せていたのだ。一撃を来る際
Oh look, it's eye candy for the fox.
とてもいい。
No.
時が許せば差しで向き合い稽古をつけてもらいたいが、まずは報告を聞かねばな。
Yup. I'm quite much taller than you.
スノークローク大氷壁でそのようなことが。
Just for reference, guys, the fox is standing right next to me. I'm quite a bit taller than her.
あの辺りはクルザス中央高地の中でも気候変化の影響が色濃く現れた場所だ。そのため、未だ一体
There's the eye candy in the background again for the fox.
異端者にとっては良い隠
I
れ家か
don't
もし
know
れん
those
な。
ones.
一度早急に調査するよう進言すべきか。それにしても氷の巫女とは一体何者だ。異端者をまとめ上げるなど相当な実力者に思える。お前と共に追ってみるのも一興だが、現状では危険が過ぎるか。新任の神殿騎士団長はなかなかに話のわかる人物だという。きっと適切な判断をされることだろう。いい情報を持ち帰ってくれた。感謝するぞ。お前は本当に真摯に働く。それが真実を呼ぶのだと友として誇りに思う。支援物資については本家に再度掛け合っているところだ。準備ができ次第そちらに送るとしよ
う。Alrighty. Report to Slavborn at Revenant's Toll. Alrighty. So let's Revenant our toll. Go back. And leave the fox where she is. She tried to slap me. Did you see that, guys? We need that in slow motion. She tried to slap me, but I evaded the slap just as I disappeared with the teleportation. I was Neo in the Matrix.
No. You were Neo in the mattress.
What?
You can't be in the Matrix. You said Matrix.
And you speak in metrics. Izalith, it's good to see you turn to Ritor. I've fed you in the frozen wastes of Coerthas. Because you're not American, that's why you use metrics.
No, I don't. The English do.
The English?
I don't.
Well, technically you are English.
Ugh, technicalities.
Technically correct is the best kind of correct. Os Fortums is sent to us a second shipment. I must send thanks to Lord Orchefront for his continued generosity. Yet even as our own town grows in prosperity, I fear it will attract even greater numbers of those who would do us harm in the name of greed or power. All of us, Olfinord's new recruits included, must remain vigilant against such threats. Brand new companions. While you were aware and Coerthas prepared for the inaugural ceremony were all but complete, although Demon does not yet seem somewhat flustered. I've taken enough of your time. Why don't you go ahead into the Rising Stones and see if your frantic receptionist Demon could do with a hand? Oh no. Let's prepare my throat again, I guess, for the eventuality. So... there she is.
These parchments need to be sorted. These documents. Why are they even here? I am sorely tempted to file a lot in my wastepaper basket. Izalith, you startled me. Do you wish to lend a hand? Splendid. You beard and hand these uniforms to the new recruits. They're scattered around Revenantstall, and I have yet the time to track them all down. The recruits know to uncap their garb immediately and assemble here in the Rising Stones. You will want to report back directly to Alfino if you wish to miss the ceremony. If I wonder if the Siren Devil will have matching uniforms. A well-founded organization is a well-dressed organization, I suppose.
So, this is terrible. So, Fox, are you setting enough time to view all of the cutscene insufficient?
You said there was one. I didn't know there was another one.
Well, it's not as long as the
Are
other
you
one.
at the dungeon?
No, I don't think so. Those who believe this company will see no riches are short-sighted fools. The giving of oneself is an investment to the future. Thus, I did sign my name to the cause. Yu Hase from the Dormant. These uniforms were a splendid idea. Organization has made a name for itself. These shall be wealthy aplenty in selling replica costumes to the Orient masses. Where's the next one? Upstairs? There, upstairs. Oh, it's Laurentius. I thought it best to mimic my fellows here, but I admit I have no idea what we're supposed to be doing. Ah, our new uniforms. I am reminded of my induction into the Wood Whalers. Yeah. Scarlet Garb marks. Hey, what are you? Hey, you're seeing. Fox is seeing something cool. The Scarlet Garb remarks me as a proud member of the Maelstrom and a hearty defender of Limsa Lominsa, yet in truth I stand for betterment of the realm, though this new company is a fine opportunity to contribute onto a grander scale. Oh, now that's a striking shade of blue, but alongside my Maelstrom uniform, my wardrobe will certainly not lack for color. Alrighty. Next one is upstairs. Yep. This corner is quite interesting when you do the relic quest. Ilbert! I don't believe we've met. I am Ilbert, and I will have the honor of leading my fellow recruits as captain. Much did I lose in the calamity, and I look forward to aiding others in rebuilding their lives. The uniforms are a shrewd decision. There are no easier methods in creating common bonding among what is essentially a band of strangers. I think we're gonna see you quite a lot later, Ilbert. Oh. Another one is right here. As of Tanza, gods! I didn't expect to meet you strolling about town. The tales of your primal battles were what inspired me to come to Revenant's Toll. It is an honor to receive this uniform by your hands. I shall wear it with pride. This is also quite important if you do the crafter collectibles, or rather the master recipes. Little Alamigo could learn much from Revenant's Toll, that this town can be so alive in the midst of such desolation. I have never worn aught quite so voluminous. Well, I'll grow accustomed to the XIV in no time. Hello there, lass. Looking for me, was ya? I'd suggest giving a whistle, but I'm not sure as I'd hear it amongst the bustle. Oh, proper uniforms and all. This thing will cut off the blood in me head. Not to worry, though. Sure, she will be fine after making a few adjustments. Isildur has at last retired from the adventurer's life, though I shall miss his wisdom and irresistible spirit. I am excited to forge my own path forwards. Ah, yes, the uniform, thank you. Truth be told, I am thought of pledging myself to such lofty organization is somewhat intimidating. Alrighty. Speak with Ulfinor in the Rising Stones.
He's sad.
We will see that hopefully soon. And then you can comment.
It would have been nice to do it together.
Huh?
But it would have been fun to do it at the same time.
Yeah, but that is like very difficult. I rather have you be in front of me so you can comment when I get there. Yes, Isoliv. Ah, Demon mentioned that you were handing out the new uniforms. I assume you have now met the rest of the recruits. Give some few answer the call to arms, and I put forth through the established grand companies and such. We are not yet an army, but there is much small corps of elite warriors can achieve. Did I mention I thought of the name of the company? This is my hope, that it should be known as the Breath of Eorzea. The moment the truth draws near, Isoliv, once the last recruits have gathered, I shall make the official announcement.
Mina, 聞いてくれ。ここに集まったのは私の思いに賛同してくれた精鋭たちだ。我々暁の血盟と意志を一つにし、これからのエオルゼアを守っていくために先鋒となることを選んだ勇者たちだ。暁の下で国家間の垣根を越えた活動を行うグランドカンパニーエオルゼア先行組織クリスタルブレイブの設立を今ここに宣言する。相次ぐ万神の権限、蛮族との確執、アウトロー戦区、エオルゼアを取り巻く危機は何一つ去ってはいない。我々は暁の血盟とともにエオルゼアの守護者となるのだ。すべてはエオルゼアのために。すべてはエオルゼアのために。
We Germans kind of have a problem with using the right arm as a formation. Call it experience.
Well, that was all of them.
クリスタルブレイブ総帥アルフィノ・ルベユール殿。
やめてくれたまえ。形だけの称号だよ。それ自体に何の意味もないさ。我々の目的は同じだ。神々に愛されし地、このエオルゼアの救済。
ええ、これからもよろしくね。
A lot is happening.
クリスタルブレイブも動き出したわね。私たちも気を引き締め直さなきゃ。はい、私です。やはり委員会本部は消滅していたのね。でも島一つを消し去るなんて一体どうやって。
It is talking about the Baldesians, most likely.
それは本当なの？本当にクリルが見つかったのね。よかった。そう。状況は良くないのね。わかったわ。ウリエンジェさんには伝えておきます。
Krilla is, by the way, a name that you should keep in mind if you've never seen the story, because that is a... It's not a big important name, but it is a decently important name and quite a central part of some part of the story. So the name Krilla should be in the back of our head, basically.
また後で連絡するわね。ええ、それじゃ。バルデシオン委員会本部の調査団からの連絡よ。友人が見つかったって。まだ意識は戻らないようだけど、無事でよかった。消滅したというバル島の周辺海域から未知の魔法の痕跡が出たらしいの。以前北ザナランで起きた古代魔法アルテマの痕跡に近いらしいけど、まさかアッシエンたちが。ガレマール帝国との戦いの後、マザークリスタル、ハイデリンの声を聞いた。
Oh, we have not.
そう。あなたにも聞こえないのね。私もなの。なんだかとても嫌な予感がするわ。ルイゾワ様、どうか暁をお守りください。
It's complete. And more cute scenes. Lens flare. Very good. See that the provisions are prepared for transport. Let us hope the shipment is spared the fate of the lost. That shield is the House of Fortem's shield. And he's seeing something. The winds are uncommonly fierce this day. And that is, I believe, Ishgard. I believe that is Ishgard that we just looked. Aha! Slightly jealous of the beard. Slightly. It's Mr. T! Name starts with a T, so I can't reveal it just yet. But these are the Ishgardian soldiers. But yes, it's Mr. T. Oh, well. Oh, it's both of them. Interesting.
I don't remember that bit.
Interesting, okay. Well, that's why we recorded. We can look back. Eorzea defended. Let's look up the achievement and see where we are at which point. Final Fantasy Eorzea defended achievement. So what patch have we concluded? So what patch have we concluded? We have now concluded patch 2.3. So we are now going into 2.4. Okay. So today is 2.4 day we started. Alrighty. So 2.3 has been done. And I think this is a really good cutoff point. So we can officially start into 2.4. And I think a certain Ice Heart will be our next story arc that we're gonna play through. And a lot of things will happen, I guarantee you that. Guys, you know where to find us. Twitch.tv/Hanazaki, LivePlay XIV on YouTube, Hanazaki TV on the socials. Because if I don't do that, I'm gonna get killed at some point. Fox, you are watching the ending from A Realm Reborn. Since you have finished now A Realm Reborn, how was it?
Fun. Shocking.
Okay. How would you rate it from 1 to 10?
And how do
14.
you rate the song you're listening to right now?
This song is amazing.
I can't hear it because I have it muted, but let me unmute it real quickly. Oh, it's Answers. That's Answers. Answers
I already know
is...
this song very well.
Answers is very important if we do the raid series of A Realm Reborn, which you haven't even touched yet. So, you haven't even touched the Binding Coil of Bahamut. That's the raid series. Yes, there is more optional story for you to discover at some point. You have only done the MSQ so far, Fox. You have done 0 of the side things.
I know, because that's what you told me to do.
Yes, because the Binding Call of Bahamut is strictly not necessary. However, it gives you a lot of insight into Luz Wars, who he is. But it gives you a look into the backside as well. Guys, you know where to find us. Until the next episode, bye-bye.
Backside.
Can't ever say something around you.
I don't want to look into a backside though.
In Germany, we say, ein hübscher Rücken kann auch entzücken.
Yes, but in Germany you also say idiot is a Schüssel.
You can't say those words. We say it correctly.
Did you tell him about my cousin?
No.
Okay, Sani, I visited my cousin a couple of weeks ago who was in Italy, and he's English obviously, but he did German in school and he speaks German like you guys. He's like almost native. He's really, really good. And we spent the lunch, after not seeing each other for like 5 years, we spent the lunchtime him trying to tell me how to say Schüssel. And even he agreed that I can't say it properly.
Yes, you can't say Schussel. For whatever reason, you can't say Schussel.
Schüssel.
No.
Schussel.
No!
No. Okay, my cousin was explaining it's all in the lip. But I laugh and I can't. Because there's U and there's U.
No, it's ooh.
Ooh. Look, everyone has a weakness, right? It's my Achilles heel.
Sure, I guess. Let's start the game. Really good claps at the last episode of today's stream. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 54, where the Fox still can't pronounce the German word Schussel right. Fox, pronounce it.
Schussel.
Wrong. Pronounce it.
Du bist ein Schussel.
No! It's
Well, you're a
Schussel.
bowl, okay?
It's Schussel
I can hear laughter in the background.
Guys, let's get into 2.4 officially this time around, and we are getting ever so closely to the end of A Realm Reborn, which maybe we might meet on Friday? I don't know. Maybe on Saturday. We'll see. A traitor in the midst. Try as I might, I cannot shake the creeping sense of dark foreboding, but it avails us not to fret about the unknown. We must concentrate instead on the problems of the present. The primals have been relatively quiet of late, and the beast tribes who summon them are under constant surveillance by the grand companies. Should any suspicious activity be afoot, you may be certain that we will hear of it. Until such a time a permanent solution of the primal problem has been found, we can do little but wait and observe. As for the Ascians, Orianger is wholly dedicated to finding the means by which we may defeat the dark beings. Let us pray for the good tidings on that front. But all of this you already knew. Let us speak to the more current matters, in particular the state of the Crystal Braves. Alfino did well to found the organization, but ensuring its smooth operation is another matter entirely. Though I doubt...
Operator.
Smooth operator! I don't want to be copyrighted smooth operator! Though I doubt not that he is doing his best, I felt that a helping hand or two would not go astray. To this end, I offered to send some of the Archons to assist him, but he declined. You know, he can be independent to a fault and singularly loath to accept help. Save, of course, when the help comes from you. Alfino has entrusted countless matters to import into your care in the past, and I believe he would not hesitate to do so again, were you to offer. I should be most grateful if you're willing to go to him and support him in whatever manner you are able. Okay, Bubbyphilia, so we go to Alfie Bob and see what we can do for him. Speak to Alfinot, then we speak to the Alfinot. By the way, Fox, you can exit this cutscene by pressing escape. So you can skip the big name scale if you wish to do so.
But it doesn't let me. I've tried.
Really? Doesn't let you press escape? Well, you're stuck in the credits then, which we will be as well, I guess. What is it, Isolif? Don't be so concise. I am rather busy. You would lend a hand, you say. Well, I see. Now that you mention it, there is a matter that wants for your attention. Given its sensitive nature, I was hesitant. Ah, well, you can change the scrolling speed. I was hesitant to entrust it to my braves, but the demand is upon my time to such that I had little choice. Which is not to say that my men want for labor, though we are but newly formed. And now you can? Okay, well, now you can. There is already a great demand for our services, and we are hard-pressed to answer all petitions, but I digress. The fact is, I would sooner attend to this particular matter myself, but my presence is required elsewhere. That being the case, I have entrusted its resolution to my second-in-command, Captain Ilbert. Tell him that I send you. He will furnish you with the particulars. My thanks in advance, Isolif. Alrighty. Fox has the confused face look again.
誰かと思えば英雄殿か。なるほど。アルフィの総帥から話を。了解だ。あんたが協力してくれるならありがたい。内定のためこちらの人手を割くことができなかったからな。これはクリスタルブレイブ結成直後に総帥から直接命令を受けた案件であり、先日総帥のもとに匿名の情報が寄せられた。各国に制のグランドカンパニーにガレマール帝国の密偵が入り込んでいると。そこで俺たちは各国の資料の協力のもとで秘密裏に調査を行った。だがそやつは首謀者ではなかった。あくまでも密偵どもの情報網の末端に過ぎなかったのだ。九段の容疑者を軽く問い詰めた結果、写本師の異名で呼ばれる首謀者のもと、数名の協力者が活動しているらしいことが判明した。諜報活動にはいくつかやり方があるが、今回の場合、おそらくかなり前から組織の一員として潜り込み、時間をかけて信頼を築いて、内部に協力者を作った類だろう。信頼にて心を掴んでいるがゆえに、協力者の結束も固い。首謀者とつながりが限りなく浅い末端の協力者を捉え、そこから切り崩さねばならない。ここまでが概要だ。本来ならもう少し時間をかけて慎重に調査したいのだが、そう悠長にしていられない理由がある。長らく続いていたガレマール帝国の内乱が一段落したとの情報があるのだ。そのため総帥もこの案件の解決を急いでいる。裏切り者を抱え込んだまま戦争なんぞ願い下げだからな。まずはウルダ派の不滅隊作戦本部に出向き、ここまでの情報を奴にラウバーン局長に報告する予定だ。しかし協力者を捕らえたことで内偵が進んでいることが写本誌にも把握されただろう。ことがことだけに大人数で動くわけにもいかないからな。報告時の護衛を兼ねて同行してもらえるとありがたい。
Okay, off to Rauban we go. Fox seemed very, 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 very confused in that last cutscene. Ah, so many things are happening. I can't tell you anything about it.
But
So, Fox, how confused are you on a scale from 1 to 100?
3,687.
Sounds about right.
Kisama-ka. 本日は何用か。俺の付き合いで来てもらった。久しぶりだな、ラウバン。おお、イルベルト。こうやって顔を合わすのは何年ぶりか。それにしても貴様がクリスタルブレイブの隊長になったと聞いた時にはさすがに驚いた。俺にしてみればラウバーン、お前が政治をやっていることの方が驚きだ。そうかもしれんな、オタ。 イルベルドと我が輩は同郷の出身でな。幼い頃は二人して己の腕を競い合ったものだ。
Both of you are Alamigans.
祖国のアラミゴがガレマール帝国に陥落された際、共に脱出したのだが、それっきりだった。
噂には聞いていたが、あの後いろいろと活躍したようじゃないか。ザナラーンにたどり着いたお前はウルダ派の同人団に捕まり、コロセウムの獄門剣闘士にさせられた。だがその中で頭角を現し、前人未到の戦勝を成し遂げる。そしてその莫大な賞金をウルダ派王宮に寄付することで、見事サカツ州の座を射止めた。
よせ、英雄とはこの冒険者のような存在を言うもの。屍の上に立つ我が輩には不要な肩書きだ。貴様こそ冒険者として随分と名を馳せていたようだな。
それなりには苦労したからな。もっとも最近は英雄殿に話題を持っていかれているだろうが。例の件で報告がある。
進展があったのだな。貴様との面会については部下たちにクリスタルブレイブに属す旧友との再会の場と説明してある。今のウルダ派では
Pretense.
下手に場所を変える方が怪しまれる。ここで聞こう。あくまで昔を懐かしむ会話として。
And we're not allowed to hear what they're saying. Interesting.
なるほど。やはり不滅体に潜んでいたか。テレジアデレジの一件以来、ウルダ派は揺れている。帝国の密偵からの誘いに心動く輩が出てもおかしくはない。しかし以前より潜り込んでいるとなるとことは大きくなる。万一に備え帝国と手を組むためのつなぎとして共和
I
派
need to
が
look something
自ら
up.
招き入れている可能性すらあるか。
Alrighty. So,
状況は理解した。信頼できるものを集め、こちらも調査を行おう。そちらでも引き続き内偵を頼みたい。イルベルド、今はお互い忙しい身だ。今度酒でも交わしながらゆっくり話すとしよう。
over a flagon of ale. I think Rauban is the sort of guy who doesn't drink flagons. I think Rauban is the sort of guy that drinks barrels dry. I think he can take a lot of alcohol. I think this man drinks everybody under the table.
そうだな、ラウバン。そしていつの日か祖国を我らの手で。
Which would be Alamigo. I still remember the fox doing the Galilean salute and the fist reaching a place that should have reached.
The fist. Try that again.
Your fist reached a place that it shouldn't have reached.
That's better.
There you go. Alrighty.
ラウバーンが手を回してくれていたおかげで何事もなく報告できた。手間をかけさせたな。
And you're at the trial right now. Alrighty. Bup, 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 bup. And let's speak to Ilbert.
How bad is this?
It's very cool. Very, very, very cool. Our hunt for the Ivy begins in its earnest, Scion. Suffice it to say, we must tread warily. One misstep may well cost our lives. Our business here has concluded for the time being. Let us return to the Rising Stones report to Commander Leveleur. Alrighty. So, Mordona, we shall go.
Without spoiling.
Yes?
Because I'm not going to spoil anything. But, okay. I'm here in company with two people, okay?
Mm-hmm.
They both have nice, thick winter jackets.
Oh yeah, you are not wearing appropriate clothing for the temperature that you're about to enter.
I mean, even them that are normally wearing their usual clothing, even them.
Yup. It's not the first time that actually happens, because in the future you will venture into very cold areas once again, and obviously they will change their clothing appropriately, so... We are returned from Uldar, Commander. And not a moment too soon, something has happened. Trouble? You will recall that the 4th was tasked with reconnoitering the rendezvous site used by the Ivy's minion and his Imperial contacts. Soon after you left, we received word that the unit was ambushed en route to its destination. Damn it. According to the report, one of ours has been taken captive. The Gauleans are not want to treat their foreman with dignity, and I have grave fears for her safety. We must dispatch a rescue party at once. Recall those braves who are afield. Begging your pardons, Commander, but we have not the time. I'm afraid I must ask for your aid once more, Scion. An ill-prepared rescue party will only serve to provide Gauleans with more captives, yet in time is of its essence. Simply put, you're the best chance we have. Captain Ilbert has the right of it. Trust you are willing, but of course you are now. Alien of the 4th lies in wait for the Tangle near the entrance to the custom sentry. Seek her out and she will appraise you of the situation. I believe you actually have done the solo trial already. I remember you fighting the giant dragon on the steps.
Mm-hmm.
You already done that, yes. Yes.
Yes.
The Tangle, okay, it's out. Which I think was much better in an 8-player scenario, was so much cooler. And I shouldn't be too far from that, I think. I'm still far away, mind you, but I'm not too far. Too far. My inventory looks absolutely like yours and Sunny's. It's horrible.
Yeah, I haven't even looked at mine for a while.
Yes.
Could be worse.
It could be worse. What a good defense. You would aid us in the rescue mission. We are in a laboratory of light now. Time is against us. Allow me to preview on the situation. The Gauleans fell upon us without the warning, wounding poor Resh and hauling her away to Custrum yonder. Outnumbered as we were, it was all that we could do and flee and regroup. First yawn of the day. Even as we speak, the Gauleans may interrogate Resh or worse. With her herds, I fear that she will not so long survive their attentions. We must rescue her without delay. Our order may yet be in its infancy, but the bond that binds us is strong as mithril. Not one of us will stand by while our comrade suffers. We are the remnants of the 4th that will infiltrate the custom sentry. Please help us find Resh before it's too late. Alrighty, so... kind of no background music in Mordona currently. Oh, there we go. There is a Galean, there's a Galean, there's 3 of them, so we can do AoE. So let's cripple the enemy with a simple crit combo. That should be easy. I should have done my combo first, but let's face it, I am overgeared anyways. Technically not so much anymore because the quest gives you 110, so I am near a regular quest. I should look into actually upgrading my gear. So that would be actually quite the cool idea to upgrade my gear a little bit. But I'll do that obviously with Hitomi. Where am I? Resh, thank the gods we found you. And thank you, Warrior of Light. Now, to quit this accursed place, Resh cannot move those wounds. You will need to be carried out. I believe a diversion is in order. Might we trouble you to provide one? Given your reputation, I suspect the Galeans will only be too happy to grant you their undivided attention. If you create a commotion within the custom, we should be able to steal away unnoticed. Let us speak again once we are safely outside of the walls. Easy, easy, easy. I'm a warrior. I unga and then I bunga. So there's the next one. Let's not fight this one because regular mobs are roughly 50% stronger than quest mobs. Quest mobs are deliberately weaker in their life, defenses, everything. So if you guys ever wondered why fate monsters and quest monsters are weaker, that's roughly it. Regular overworld enemies have roughly 50% more defenses. The auto-targeting is not really working. But you have now reached Ishgard. Hey, very cool. So you are now officially in 3.0. You're officially in the first add-on, which is where the aura originate from. So the character that my Hitomi plays, the aura, you are now have access to the mechanist, you have access to the astrologian, and you have access to which was the other one? The Dark Knight. You have access to those 3 new classes now. And Havens is really, really good. I'm a big fan of Havens. Most people are not super mega fond of Stormblood. I think Stormblood is really, really good. In the overall, yes, it's weaker than the other add-ons. But in terms of an MMO add-on, I think Stormblood is still plenty good. Even though it does fall short of the other ones. With mages, so they won't be stacking up, so might as well single target them down. Sykes will take care of this one. Sykes will take care of the this one as well. And let's just kill the last one. And that should be diversion enough. Down he goes. Cool. Where are the NPCs? They are right about here. Alright. I have awaited your return most anxiously, my friend. You have done us a great service indeed. Thanks to your aid, our comrade Resh is safe, and we suffered no further casualties. Words cannot express my gratitude. All that is left is to report to the mission's success to Commander Leveler. I shall go ahead to the Rising Stones. Close enough that we can walk. I'm lazy. Back to the Rising Stones. aren't stalactites the rising stones and stalagmites are the hanging stones, right? Am I remembering this correctly? Fox looks to be in pain. He's doing this, roughly.
I got it. It's a very sharp pain right here.
Okay. He's doing this.
I'm a pirate. R.
R! I am speaking to Arl, Finod. No R in there, but...
No. It's a car, not a boat.
Okay. It does me well to see you thus returned, though I doubt not your prowess. Entering the enemy strongholds is generally considered to be a risky venture. I must confess having been a trifle anxious. However, but here you are, hale and whole, having succeeded in your mission as you're wont. Unless you wonder, the woman you rescued is being cared for by the Domans. Thanks to the expert ministrations, the danger is past. You have my gratitude, Isalith. Allow me to thank you also, Scion. Resh owes you her life. We escaped with minimal casualties this time, but we can ill afford to be caught off guard again. The Empire does not the Empire is not an opponent to be trifled with. As you say, Commander, I will see to it that the men kept their wits about them. And it may yet take time, but I will not rest until we have identified and apprehended the Ivy. I have every confidence that you will succeed, Captain. As for you, Isalith, I realize that you scarce caught your breath, but I'm afraid there is no rest for the wicked, or wary in this case. I require that you accompany me to Coerthas. I have been granted an audience with a Nishgarden dignitary, you see, and the man expressly requested your presence. Don't look surprised. You should be familiar with the trappings of fame by now. We shall depart as soon as you are ready. Oh, it's Eddie! Fox is seeing Eddie. Eddie's cool. I like Eddie a lot. Eddie's my boy. We have been blessed with a rare opportunity, Isalith, an audience with an ambassador of the Holy See of Ishgard. We are here to treat Sir Imeric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights in Camp Dragonhead. It is considered a great honor to serve the Holy See directly as a Temple Knight. Needless to say, their leader wields tremendous political influence. We would be wise to court his favor. For that reason, I consider your attendance essential. If Sir Imeric wishes to meet the woman behind the legend, I would not deny him the pleasure of your company. The antecedent should see the wisdom of this plan when you request her permission to accompany me to Coerthas. Mayhap you feel this to be a waste of your talents, which could doubtless be put to nobler use. If so, I should remind you that more good can be accomplished with the stroke of a pen than the thrust of a sword. Eddie is pretty cool. Hasn't got the crazy hair that I have, but Eddie is pretty cool.
Are you trying to compare yourself to him?
Well, he definitely has more money than me, that's for sure. He definitely has more money than me by a very, very, very large amount. He kinda rich, yo. A meeting with an Ishgardian ambassador. By all means, I think that's a wonderful idea. We have received no report of etheric disturbances or unusual tribe activity of late. If Alfinor believes your presence may help him to secure more favorable terms, I see no reason to deny him. Antecedents, I take it Isalith has explained the situation. Can you see that on stream? There is a nice clipping on the graphic on the door. Look to the third plank of wood. This is where two graphics are overlapping and it is flickering quite hard.
Yes, you can see it.
This is technically not how you should do graphics. it is fine to have a black space in between, but overlapping graphics is doing exactly what it does right now. It switches back and forth the layer of the graphics, and it can't decide which one to show you, therefore creating this artifacting. It might look like, oh, my graphics card's breaking. No, it's just overlapping of layers. She has. Yet welcome though these overtures are, I cannot help but wonder what prompted them. The Ishgardians have spurned all contact with the other city-states for decades. Why reach out now? With that I knew. The question of their motives is one of the which I have given no small amount of thought. Alas, I know more than it is generally known. The notoriously reclusive nation of Ishgard, situated at the center of the Abelethian Spire, is ruled by the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, and at the head of which presides the Archbishop. Do we get a name? Let's see. Members of the original Eorzean alliance formed in the wake of Alamigo's fall some 2 decades ago. Friends of convenience who withdrew from the alliance as soon as the Imperial fleet was routed at the Battle of the Silver Tier Skies. So they basically abandoned the field. Since which time their borders have remained closed to all outsiders. They have rejected every one of their former allies' calls to reopen dialogue, turning a deaf ear to the neighbors' pleas even when the calamity loomed large. And on this fields of Cartano, where brave men and women laid down their lives in defense of the realm, their banners were conspicuously absent, so they're basically the Swiss. I have tried to convene Ishgard to rejoin the alliance at every opportunity. I have explained over and over again that unless Eorzea stands united, we cannot hope to preserve our freedom. One by one, our nation will fall, as once fell Alamigo. And what have mine efforts yielded? Why, naught. Surely this can be considered a step into the right direction? I should hope so. Rather than the lowly messengers we have been fobbed off within the past, this time we shall meet with a man of genuine influence. Of course, I am not so naive as to think that they come to us out of the goodness of their hearts. We have something they desire, though I have yet to find out what. But such is the nature of diplomacy. They will bring their agendas to the negotiation table, so will I, along with a handful of incontrovertible truths. An empire will soon be at our doorstep once more. Indeed. You may be assured that I will expound upon this point and others. Let us depart for Camp Dragonhead, Isalith. Our old friend Lord Horsefrond Fangirl is expecting us. Since our quest to recover the Enterprise, I understand you have further ingratiated yourself with the man. Excellent work. His fondness may prove useful to our cause. He's 15, okay? He uses big words for a 15-year-old. Let me check that. Okay, he's 16 years old. I stand corrected. He's 16 years old. So, man, 15 to 16 and using the big words. I was not that good. When I was 15, 16, I played a lot of World of Warcraft. And, well, my social skills were as such. And the words that I were using. Watch your front!
Your social skills were as good as they are now.
Yes, I'm still playing MMO, so yes. Oh, Isalith, ever a welcome sight. Our hearts have been stoked but too blazing in preparation for your arrival. It would not do for such a distinguished personage to catch cold while enjoying our hospitality. The gesture is much appreciated. I fear I shall ever struggle in cold climes. Ah, good Master Elfinor, an honor as always. Likewise, Lord Horsefront. Forgive us yet another imposition. I fear we have relied overmuch to your aid, so you generously assisted us in the locating of the Enterprise. Nonsense! Any debts incurred have long since been repaid. Besides, who can say what the future may bring? House Fortems may even seek the aid of your newly formed Crystal Braves. In any case, I am simply delighted that the Holy See is at last willing to grant you an audience. No doubt your discoveries at Snowcloak helped to justify the decision. This recent resurgence in heretical activity is of great concern to us all. But to the matter at hand, Sir Imeric arrived at Camp Dragonhead earlier, and I'm told he's eager to meet you with your first convenience. You are doubtless weary from your journey and desirous to rest a while by the warmth of our heart. But if you're willing to forego such comforts, pray inform the knight stationed outside of the intersectory. He will grant you entrance and send word to the other attendees. As inviting as your hearth sounds, I think it's best we proceed to the incessory forthwith. Alrighty, where's the exclamation mark? It is outside. There it is. We are expecting you, madam. Pray take your ease inside and shall summon the others. He's so small. And there he is. Eye Candy 1 and Eye Candy 2.
Okay, now, yeah, now we're talking.
Okay, Fox. Eye Candy. Your rating, your comments, what about this fellow on the left which still has question marks as a name? He's biting her nails.
Yes, definitely. He's better than Thancred. So much better.
Okay. So if you would rank the people, where's the ranking of this very, very handsome man?
So far, he's. I think he's first place.
Okay, so he's first place so far. And the eye candy to the right, obviously, a woman in cladding armor. Always nice. See, I'm a big fan of proper armor for women, or not bikini armor, as much as I like the bikini armor. This is bad. Imeric. You can actually... You can buy his armor in the store, and I wish it would be recolorable, but it is not. You have to take the colors that come. I would love to recolor his armor.
Does he come with it? No.
君が噂の冒険者か。なるほど。英傑の目をしている。はっ。イシュガルドでも君の冒険談を伝え聞くのでね。どうしても会ってみたくなったのだ。私事で恐縮だったのだが、この会談の場を利用し、同行していただいた。さあ、席にかけてくれたまえ。
ですから、眼前に迫るガレマール帝国の脅威に対抗するには、 エオルゼアを一つにしなければならないのです。
You can tell that Alphino is in diplomacy mode because he speaks so very differently when he's like with the Scions and when he's like attending to political matters. He's going all like very, very brave and bolsterous and like very argumentative when he goes into political mode, and when he's with his friends of the Scion, he's all like, oh yeah, that would be cool, hey, let's hang around, and you know, let's all be cool. And then when he goes political mode, we have this argument and we have this argument and we have this argument. He's like so different when he goes into political mode. It's crazy.
脅威は帝国だけではない。蛮族や蛮神の存在もありましょう。そのためにもエオルゼア都市軍事同盟に再加盟していただき、真のエオルゼアへの道を。
アルフィノ殿、先に述べたようにイシュガルドとしては同盟軍への再加盟や対蛮神での戦力供出を行うことはできない。
Again, I do not like the translation from Japanese to English. He said so much more than I must respectfully disagree.
なぜなのです。
That was correct now, but Imeric said so much more.
蛮族、蛮神。確かにエクサル族はクルザスに進出しているが、彼らの敵手は主にグリダニアを向いている。国営の森の主権を争っているのであれば、それを領土とするグリダニアが対応するのが筋というもの。我々は旧敵ドラゴン族との長きにわたる戦いで精一杯だ。他に戦力を回すゆとりはない。帝国軍に関して言えば危惧はしている。彼らが大陸統一を掲げている以上、いずれ侵略の手を伸ばすであろうことは明白だ。
では
だが帝国軍の動向は少なくとも現状は沈静化している。
Not saying no.
エオルゼアにとどまる第14軍団の残存兵力にしても、その多くが属州からの徴集兵であり、戦意は低い。むやみに刺激する必要はないというのが教皇庁の意向だ。
He thinks Gaius is dead, but have we actually seen him die? No, we have not seen Gaius. So careful with such remarks.
これまでと何ら変わりがないではありませんか。
私個人の意見で言えば君の主張に賛同するよ。
アイメリク教。
私はこの会談にイシュガルドの特使として出席している。教皇庁の意思を無視し、独断で手を握ることなどできない。だが私個人で判断できることもある。フォルタン家が主体となって動いていたレブナンツトール開拓団への物資の支援。
Good man.
これについては今後も協力を続けよう。
本当ですか、アイメリク総長。
ああ、ただし条件がある。
What's the deal?
ドラゴン族の始祖とされる源流ミドガルズオール、その源流が復活するのではないかという噂が教皇庁の内部でささやかれている。
Let us just remind ourselves that Alphino is standing, I am sitting, and I'm still taller than him. Alright, let's just make a remark of that.
ここ最近のドラゴン族の奇妙な動きやアドネール先生代が観測した流星の輝き、いずれも源流復活の兆候だと言われている。
Midgar Sormer?
人類下の源流がですか。
あくまで噂に過ぎない。源流ミドガルズオルムは
15年前の銀類湖上空戦で帝国軍の飛空戦艦と相打ちして死した。だがドラゴン族が活発化しているのも事実。万一に備えレベナンツトールに意を構える開拓団に木薬の塔を監視してもらいたいのだ。
つまり銀類湖の木薬の塔に残る源流ミドガルズオルムの死骸の監視を条件に
Which is a dungeon, keeper of the lake?
の支援は続けてくださると。
協力を頼めるだろうか。
わかりました。異変があった際には伝えましょう。同盟再加盟の決断をこの場で聞けなかったのは残念ですが、アイメリク教の立場も理解できます。長らく門を閉ざしていた帰国とこの会談の場を持てたこと、今日のところは真のエオルゼアへの第一歩として受け入れるとしましょう。
アルフィノ殿、心遣いに感謝する。貴殿の志については必ずや強行芸家に伝えると約束しよう。
何事だ。
報告。巡回中の兵から本国からの追加物資がまたもや襲われたとの報告が。なお氷の巫女率いる異端者勢力の仕業と思われます。
Oh, Ice Heart again.
バカな。
Would it be?
今回は輸送経路も変え、神殿騎士団の護衛もついていたのだぞ。
Nice camera swirl. Alrighty. So, Alfie. Intersection of Saints. Just when we were starting to make progress, and to make matters worse, the caravan they spoke of was bound for Revenant's Toll of all places. Honestly, if I were so inclined, I should think the gods were conspiring against us. Happily, however, I am not. I would know more of this attack. Let us speak with Lord Hortefront and find out what he has learned. I think I went the long way around. I went the scenic route, okay?
That's my say.
Watch the World of Warcraft series, guys. I like to use her weapon against herself.
Okay. Any single game that we've played where there's travel included, you will find it. Not just the World of Warcraft.
Technically,
it happens
that
a lot in Satisfactory.
Yes. Yes, and we will return to Satisfactory. In fact, I am really itching the machine itch of my soul. And patch 1.1 is out as well, or 1.2, I think. Good stuff is happening. My sincerest apologies for the interruptions, my friend, but the situation is that we must act swiftly. If you would be so kind as to elaborate. Iceheart's heretic fell upon the caravans bound for Revenant's Toll as it was passing through Boulder Downs. It was an ambush, swift and ruthless. An instant every knight was slain, every crate seized, and then, as quickly as they appeared, they were gone. It would be an impossible feat without the knowledge of the route, knowledge of which only a select few are privy, I presume. Quite. We can pursue that avenue of inquiry in due course. It seems to me that examining the scene of the ambush should be our first concern. The trail is yet warm. We must act swiftly, as Lord Hortefront said, lest crucial evidence be lost. You have a knack for discerning hidden truths, Isolith. Why don't you go and inspect the ambush site in person? An excellent idea! Inform my men of your intent upon arrival. They will gladly share their findings. Alrighty, let's go. We still have a couple of minutes to go, so we might be able to prepare for the next episode, which most likely shall be the Snowcloak. So, Fortem's Knight at Boulder Dawn. Where is he? Where is he? Quest is pointing downwards here. Okay. Right down here. Oh. There's the caravan. And just one crate. Oh, are you looting? Are you looting? Bastard. Look. Okay. Has anybody told you that this is not good for your spine? This isn't how you should loot. Like, your legs. No, no, no. This is not good for you. Move along, adventurer. There's nothing for... Lord Oceanfront bid you to speak with us, then he must be... I beg your pardon, scion. As you can see, they left nary a crate behind. Tipped the wagon for good. Measures even. Whole thing's a bit odd if you ask me. It would have been easier to just steal it. Though a damn sight harder to conceal it, I'll allow. I reckon they came prepared, probably with wagons of their own hidden away off. But pay no heed to my ramblings. Absent of proof, this is naught but speculation. Might be a squire receiving care at the observatorium could tell you something more factual, that is, if he's awake. Unlike myself, he was there during the attack, and not that his presence amounted to much. Alrighty, back we go from A to B to C to A to B to A to B to C to A to B to A. Back and forth, I guess. Alrighty. Oh. The fox has finally reached Havensward. Very, very, very cool. One step closer to the inevitable Evercold / Dawn Trail, which you still not have yet because you have the starter version currently. So you can only play up to Shadowbringers currently. But that's still a lot of content. So... However, I am not finding the NPC that I need to find. So where is the NPC? Oh, is he upstairs? He's probably upstairs. There he is. You've come to ask about the attack, haven't you? We came upon them before the entrance of the Hall of the Seven Echoes. Pilgrims, we marked them as. Lost and ill-equipped for a journey further north. Our leader called out to them, one stepped forward to answer. Slowly she approached, her silver hair flowing in the wind like melting snow. Just a young girl, I thought, some poor lost lamb in search for salvation. Our leader must have thought the same, else why would he let her draw so close? They exchanged some words I couldn't hear, and then she leaned forward as if to kiss his cheek. And then he sighted and crumbled to the ground. Didn't know what happened until I saw the snow turn red. And then there was the red everywhere I looked. I tried to fight, but I took a blow to the head, and by the time I came to, the others were dead and the heretics were unloading the wagon. I couldn't, I mean, they would have killed me, so I just lay still and listened. Iceheart's people spoke of deliverance and resurrection. They spoke of Shiva. Ooh, of Shiva. Have you fought Shiva?
Have I what?
Have you fought Shiva?
I think so.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Because
I've done all the dungeons and things.
Trial. Shiva's a trial. Did you fight someone clad in ice?
Yes.
Okay. So let's speak to Alfino, and that will lead to the end of today's episode and stream. Ah, you've returned. What news you have for us? It seems Lady Iceheart does not scruple to sully her hands with blood. Who does this Shiva the heretic spoke of? Have you not read a single line of the Enkindrian, Master Alfino? Shiva was a traitor to kith and kin, an apostate who lay down with dragons. I don't see the problem. I mean, I don't see the problem. Call me a heretic, I guess. Now, we cannot expect all foreigners to know Ishgardian scripture so well, particularly when it concerns the patron saints of heretics. Wait, you say she's a patron saint? Oh no. All makes sense now. Lord Horsefronts, what was the caravan's cargo? If I recall correctly, the Diamond Forge has requested a large quantity of crystals. Do you not see? Iceheart and her fellows intend to summon Shiva, as a beast tribe would a primal. Why else would they go to such lengths to secure crystals? I shall inform the Lord Commander at once. Lord Horsefront, would you agree that the discretion is of paramount concern? Of course. I trust we can count on your continued support, Master Rolfino. The Scions of the 7th Dawn are sworn to combat the primal threat. Our support is given. I will need to send word to my brethren at Revenant's Toll. Our entire order must turn its efforts to the prevention of this summoning. Naturally, that includes you, though I'm sure you would have not missed this for the world. When are we reaching level 54? We should be really close. We're really close. So Strength in Unity is the next quest that we will do. However, well, guys, it is late at night and we bid you farewell for this episode. Episode 45 will come to a close. And this has been a very eventful evening for us here at the stream, but more so for the Fox on the off-stream side, because man, she had a roller coaster of everything. Fox, what are the last words of today's stream?
Holy crap.
Twitch.tv/Hanazaki, LivePlay HZTV on YouTube, and Hanazaki TV on the socials. Guys, take care until the next episode. Bye bye.
Bye bye.